Hello today, my beautiful people, my viewers, my subscribers from around the world. It's been a while that I have not posted a long form video on this channel. And interestingly, I want to welcome myself back to my driver's seat after a long period of time here. We've been doing a lot. I think you can see in my background. Blessingly, this is not where I used to be. But today, as you can see, I'm seated right before my own intervention. And guys, this is something so interesting that you would like to know how we got here. I know somebody could say, how you got here? You just been doing more about rabbit. How you got here? But if you can recall that in series of my video, I've been like kind of saying in the intro, there is an important need for agricultural productivity within the urban limit and not just the rural end. Because you see, in every municipal, the agriculture sector is a very significant sector that every municipal depends on. Because when you talk about energy power, the first thing you should come down to is food security. And when you talk about food security, then you even have the health, you have the education, you have the state security, and so many other places. But the first thing ever is to know that something there for centerpiece. And that's why you see I said this thing before on this channel that we were going to do cash crop and vegetables more like the way we are pro in rabbit farming. That is just how we're going to do. And interestingly, this property I'm sitting on is 1 acre prompt within the city limit of Tottenham Bre. I am the owner of the intervention going on right here. I've been playing on this play that is doing small vegetable production for myself and my house. And then what was just happening here was like some community dweller or always used to come to me, Mr. Taylor, can you please give us some potato green? Can you please give us spring onion? Can you please give us tomatoes? Can you please give us cassava leaf? And that was building up gradually. That was building up. And after a period of time, I said, but then, with the help of the rabbit menu and the rabbit pig that we are going to use at pesticide, even though we have the riverside land, but then we started having some challenges there with the bad guys coming to our intervention to take things unlawfully. So it signaled another point that, but then the land, the 1 acre that is right behind the house in the city limit where we stay, I think that land can be developed strictly for bio-intensive farming. And that was just what I did. The first thing we did here, we tried to clear the entire land. After clearing, we started to do the beds, the raised beds preparation. And then we put a shade here for the rainy season time. That was last year rainy season. The team was doing that when I was away. And later on I came and saw them. And today we are here with vegetables, cabbages and water green, okra, tomatoes coming, as you can see in the video illustration. So guys, this is so great for me and the team here. And this is something that I once told you that once you subscribe to First Labrador Rabbit Farm channel, there is no way ever that you're going to be regretting why you did to subscribe here. And this farm is having a challenge currently as I speak to you. And that's why I thought it wise to talk with you, my friends, so that you can be able to reference our farm to donor partners, to government institutions, to stakeholders as to how we are surviving here this dry season 2026. We are in the month of March. There are a lot happening here on our farm, and because of these things that are happening, one has to do with water management. We don't have adequate water supply. That is this land, this particular land. There is no water pump. There is no water right on this land. But close by, there is a water source that is within the lowland, like a swamp area. There is a water there. So our only challenge here is to have an irrigation system and have a water pump machine that will be able to transport the water from the water source nearby and brought here. Then we can use an irrigation method to be able to get the water directly to the crops without no waste of water to other direction. Because currently what we are facing as farmers, we are going through a lot to hook water for each of the crops you are seeing in the background. To have these crops fresh and green like you are seeing, it means that there is a lot as regard to hawking water on the head, in the hand, using watering can to be able to water them. Something that is not supposed to continue for long because it's going to ache the back and the body of the staff. So guys, this is how it feels like. The sun is on our back. I said to the team, we're going to launch Operation Working Smart. Operation Working Smart has to do with working with the crops we think we can manage now with the level of water support we can get from the water source nearby, and let the rest of the land be until we can solve water management problem. And the team was like very excited because they thought we were going to skip the entire dry season and wait for the rain time. And I said, no, we're not going to wait again. We're going to be busy until the rain comes, and we still get busy. But with that being said, I go back to the team and say we're going to craft a concept note and a proposal to other NGOs and stakeholders so that they can help fund us so that we can be able to solve the water management problem here. Because when it comes to the expertise of cultivating vegetables and cash crop, is already here. So the only thing that matters is to be able to have the tools, necessary tools that can make it successful. One is drip irrigation. Irrigation can make this place to be sprouting with so many vegetables that yourself will be so excited on the camera. Just imagine, there is no water, there is no irrigation, and we are doing what we are doing. Even our North Strip Bear, as you can see, we are to a place that at least we never used to be. So just imagine if we solve the water management problem. That means we build a polo tank, we build a reservoir, we have everything here. We got our drip tip and sparkler irrigation, pumping water to the crops anytime we feel that is necessary. Guys, we can be able to contribute a lot to the community of Todmorden Bread and even Montserrado. That the little we cultivate here is so in Montserrado. We take crops from here to Montserrado. These, how you call it? These cabbages, some of them always go to Montserrado when we cultivate them, even the rainy time or the dry time. So guys, this is so much important. Okay, I've brought you this, and you too can take it to somebody and say, help our colleague, help our brother, help First Liberia Rabbit Farm. This is what they are into. This is how they started, and this is where they are. It is an appeal so that we can be able to meet the objective of this farm. I'm so excited to be back. There have been a lot of branding issues. Even some of my clients, they are not doing well with me because man said I never did well with them. But these are things we noted to far that we're going to work on as a team, and then we're going to settle all of these debt and mistakes. Ghana is good, but Ghana has its own side of doing business with Liberians. I don't want to talk much about that because I will still be back in Ghana airspace. So I bear everything to myself that happened to me in Ghana, and I'm so excited for the level of good things that also happened to me in Ghana. I'm much grateful to the Ghanaians people because in every country they get some good people and they get some bad people. So when one bad thing happened to you, you can capitalize on it and tarnish the name of that country. So with not much ado, I want to take a pause and get back to taking care of the crops while we see on another flip side of another video. But interestingly, guys, to climax, we are going to be discussing with you on series of important into agriculture here. We're going to be telling you some of the importance of Liberian dishes and the soup, how to prepare them, and we're going to be telling you how you can even grow your own home garden, how you can grow crops at your home. And this is the reason for which I want to tell you that we are back and back for good. So with not much ado, I want to stop here this far and get back to the crop before the sun get hot, because we have the water before the sun get hot. As you can see, it's burning me now. I'm sweating. So any moment from now, it will be accelerating. And this is the challenge here. This is actually the challenge here. See my little daughter there with the bucket, and the other colleagues are coming. They are hauling water so that we can be able to supply these crops. Something that is not supposed to go for long. The kids will be complaining, the team will be complaining like they have already started, and then it's going to be a problem. So there is a SOS call. This is an SOS call to help a brother that is in need. On this note, I want to say thank you for watching.